Hey guys, it's Oda coming back for another video, and in my last video I talked about my PS3 collection, which is pretty much almost all of it's on these two shelves, and I'm hoping to, go through these at some point. And did not realize how bad my allergies were in my last video. Hopefully things will be a little bit better this time. Just some other games on here. I've got this Nudari Hyun no Mago, which is a fighting game, and I think I saw a lot of videos talking about this game, which is Battle Fantasia. There's an Xbox 360 version as well. Yeah, so that's pretty much my PS3 collection. There's some games in the back, which if you're interested in, then leave a comment. But today I'm going to be talking about my Vita collection and Vita buying guide, which here's my main Vita system that I use. It's blue. Unfortunately, I dropped it once, and so now there's like a tiny chip on this button, but not enough to really matter. But so whatever, it's fine. I like it. It's a nice color. What I wish I had other colors that maybe. Well, I don't want to go too crazy with console collecting, but I try to kind of control myself. So I only got that Vita, and then I have this the 1000 for the OLED screen, which is nice. And this one I have RetroArch and Oxygen installed on it, which is cool because I can take screenshots of PSP games a lot easier that way, rather than on the PSP. Which there's a plugin for, but I'm too lazy to figure that out. So this one I actually bought like this little accessory pack, which came with this pretty dirty case now, and then this little game case, and came with one 4 GB memory card. And that was like, I don't remember how much it was, but that was a little thing that I bought to go along with the Vita. And yeah, that was. This one also too has like its battery sensor is broken, so it keeps saying I'm out of battery. Anyway, there's a fix for that. So thank you for the hacking community for fixing my Vita, um, instead of Sony, but whatever. So yeah, so my buying guide is to, you know, travel back in time to when they were still making Vitas and buying a new one at a reasonable price. Now, since it has been discontinued, I haven't checked lately, but the prices just jumped pretty quickly when they discontinued. And I prefer to buy my handheld consoles new. Um, I think I bought like a PSP, that little one. I forget what it's called, but I bought that one used, and it had like the dead pixel. Again, not it's one dead pixel. You don't hardly notice it, but it's still kind of annoying. So I prefer to buy my handhelds new. And I haven't checked the prices yet, but you may have to settle for used these days. And do let me know if they're back to retail, the regular retail price. For a while, Sony was really cranking, really pushing them out the door. Used to be able to buy like a set with like came with an 8 GB memory card, and it's like $200 or something. But definitely recommend traveling back in time. That's always a good uh, method for collecting. And so that's the system there. Similarly, the PlayStation TV, I bought that pretty soon after launch, for a lot more than what it was going for later, though it was less than the full price. And I bought that. I kind of regret not getting the bundle with the white controller. I just got the unit because I didn't have any other white controllers. Then I went ahead and bought another one from the U.S. because it was so cheap. It was like $25 or something ridiculous. So, and if you're selling a Vita TV for $25 or $30, I'm gonna buy it. And I might hack that one as well at some point, but mostly I'm just playing on the portable. So definitely another good tip is, if you do travel back in time, is go ahead and pick one of those up. And another tip I have here is to pick up Japanese and become fluent in Japanese, because I believe a lot of Vita games were expensive to begin with, and they've never gotten really down in price. So here's like Neptunia Rebirth 3, which of course you can always get on the PS4 or whatever. And most of these games I would say I bought on the cheap side. This one is an exception here, Higurashi. And this one I actually paid around almost full price. And this was before it like shot up in price, and then I don't know if they did a re-release or not, but I played about 70 hours of this and still did not even come close to beating it. As it says, it's over 200 hours, and you could play anywhere with cross save. She's saying, this girl's saying. So thank you, creepy girl. What else? I did go ahead and play through both Danganronpa 1 and 2 Reload, and I want to say this comes with like a yeah. So one rare, what you see rarely is, it does every once in a while you see it's like these little tiny. This is like only even a couple pages, but actually it's only 2 pages. But it came with technically is a manual, so that's cool. So yes, I think I made in another video I made a point like you can fit manuals in here, people. There's a space. I mean, that same goes for Switch too, but that's even smaller. Let's see what other would I recommend for a Vita collector. So apparently this Arnold Surge Plus, the English version, is impossible to find. Once again, the Japanese version, if you're fluent in Japanese, is readily available as far as I'm aware. What else we have here? We've got Dungeon Travelers 2, which I believe this is same as the PSP version. And I need this is probably came in limited edition, so I should probably put it back in that box when I find it. Some of my really favorite games are like Project Diva F. I was cheap, so I bought the budget version, which you can hardly tell, it's just a little sign there. And this one is like one of the first ones on the Vita, so the system isn't as nice as like F second, but it's a good game. This is one of the first games I ever got, Shinobi 2, for the Vita, and I have like one trophy like 10 years ago, and I haven't played it since. And a lot of these Muso games I'm trying to play and get rid of, and it's kind of hard because, man, Muso games are just so boring for me. I don't know, it's just so monotonous. Some highlights here. Oboro Muramasa, of course, is a must-have. This one is kind of, they never released DLC physical. They did release a version that came with the codes, but they're still codes. But that's the only way. The Wii version doesn't have DLC. I have not played the DLC yet, but something you might want to pick up if they ever close the store again. Let's see, Utagumi 575. The limited edition of this was really cheap at one point, and came with like a school bag. Kind of wanted it, but I don't actually need a school bag, so I just stuck with this guy and didn't double dip. Most Sega games I learned gets pretty cheap as time goes on, so it's always good to wait on those. Let's see, Valhalla Heights Nights 3. This is a one where some joker from Kotaku said he loved the game and played for hundreds of hours, but complained about the ladies in it. And that was the gist of his whole quote unquote article. Let's see, I got Arcana Hearts, Love Max, star. Oh, those are exclamations. Of course, I have Senran Kagura with the online pass, which I've never used to play online. Yeah, Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2, obviously. Gotta get that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Final Fantasy X it's not my favorite, but I like 10 too, except for Kodakumi. But let's see, Shin Hayarigami. The third one's coming out soon for the Switch and PS4, I believe. So I got quite a bit of catching up there to do. Of course, you gotta get Madoka whatever Madoka Magica. Man, yeah, this anime was really popular back in the day. I have to say, it's pretty good. The ending's kind of cliche-ish, but yeah, it's good. I recommend it if you haven't seen it. Okay, I think that does it for this video. I'm already over 10 minutes, and I have another stack of games I put back elsewhere, which you might have seen in my last video. There's not too much there that I would really talk about. I'm playing through this game again now. You know, it's the kissing RPG. I don't know if they ever localized this, but the cool part is, you know, you do have like a guy in your party, and there's no exception to the kissing. So if you do that, you can actually, the options, you can actually turn off the cutscene for either the girls or the male characters. So depending on your preference, you can go either way on that. Let's see here. Oh wow, look at that. I even bought a Japanese version of A Lost Child. Why did I do that? Oh, this is okay. No, this is I was thinking of another game. Sorry. This was super cheap. When I bought it, it was like maybe like $10, so that's why I got that one. Going through here, some ones you don't see it too often is Edo Blacksmith. Still sealed. Still need to play that. Still, that's kind of on my, you know, looking forward to playlist. Let's go through here. What do we have? Technica Tune. So this is probably like one of my only English games I have. It's DJ Max. I thought about picking a Japanese version up, but you know, it's a Korean company anyway, so I have stopped myself from doing that. I have Net High, which I bought this on eBay, and someone sent me the Chinese version very annoyingly. So I sold that and bought the proper Japanese version, even though it's the same. Because I'm obsessed like that. Yeah. If there's anything else people are curious about, let me know. This is Darius Burst. I'm sure many YouTubers have talked about any shooters on every system. Let's see what else. I got more One Piece, which I probably have to get rid of at some point. And you know, Digimon, lots of Digimon. So yeah, of course I have Persona 4 here. Persona 4 Golden. So that about does it for my Vita buying guide. Let's see, travel back in time and learn Japanese. So hopefully that's helpful for everyone, and I will see you guys next time.